Hello, y'all. This is Julian Rico with today's college football week 6 game picks. This, of course, is part of the special sports news for college football game picks week 6. Last week was incredible, of course. Alabama taking down Georgia, which that ended their winning regular season winning streak, and now things are heating up. So let's get to these games. There's some good games and there's some interesting games. On Friday, Syracuse taking on 25th team in the country, UNLV on FS1, 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern. UNLV is favored by -6.5. This is a huge one in Las Vegas against a Syracuse team that, again, really good, talented team with Kyle McCord leading the way. Frank Brown, first-year head coach. I think it's going to be a classic one. I'm going to go UNLV. I think a really close game. I think UNLV will sneak it through. They'll win it by 4. All right. Number 9 team in the country, Missouri, taking on 25th team in the country, Texas A&M. This is the College Football 25 game of the week. 12 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Texas A&M is favored by minus 2, and this is our first ever ranked team, rank-to-rank matchup this week. So keep an eye on that game. I will hopefully watch this game fold. Missouri's coming off a bye, of course, while Texas A&M is coming off a great win against Arkansas in the Southwest rivalry. Should be a lot of fun. If Reed does start for Texas A&M, I would pick the Aggies. But I'm going to go with Missouri. I like what the Tigers are doing. They're coming off a bye. I really think they should be good to go. So give me Missouri. I say they win it by 5. SMU taking on 22nd team in the country, Louisville, 12 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Louisville's a 6.5 favorite. Of course, after a tough loss against Notre Dame, they're also, as they are going to take on an SMU team that demolished FSU, in which FSU should have won that game, but instead, not gone that well. So good game in this one. I'm going to go Louisville. They're going to win it by 9. I just think Louisville's too good. Maybe the next team to win the ACC. So keep an eye on it. UCLA taking on the 7th team in the country, Penn State, 12 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Penn State is a 27.5 favorite. Of course, shout out to Deshaun Foster, who's the head coach of UCLA. Not a good start for this team. Of course, rough year for this Bruins team. Of course, you lose Chip Kelly, who's now the OC in Ohio State. Promote Deshaun Foster as their new head coach. And now things are not going well in UCLA. And now they got to go to Happy Valley to take on a Penn State team that they've been really that solid. And they're coming off a great, impressive win against a Illinois team that coming in as underdogs for 14.5 underdog favorite. This is going to be a good one. I just don't think about UCLA stopping that Penn State's offense. I'm going to go Penn State winning it by 27. I just think Penn State's too good. And for UCLA, things are heating up over there in Southern California. Auburn taking on the 5-ranked team in the country, Georgia. Yes, 5-ranked team in the country, Georgia. 3:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Georgia is a 22.5 favorite against Auburn. Auburn was coming off a disappointing loss. Of course, they were up in the first half until they give up that comeback to Oklahoma. We already talked about Georgia. They're coming off a disappointing loss to Alabama. Georgia fans thought they won that game in that I believe that game that when they scored it, and it was a great comeback game, but Alabama's offense and defense, they took the game on storm. So is this a must-win for Georgia? Yes. I think Georgia wins it. They're going to win it by 28 in this one. Iowa taking on third team in the country, Ohio State, 3:30 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Ohio State is a minus 18.5. Give me the Buckeyes. I'm going with the Buckeyes winning it by 22. 12th team in the country, Ole Miss taking on South Carolina. This is a sneaky game. This is on a 3:30 p.m. on ESPN. Missouri is a minus 8 favorite. They're favored by minus 8. This is a good one against a South Carolina Gamecocks team that is coming off, of course, I believe, a bye after their loss to UCLA, or I don't know where they are right now. But this is a good Gamecocks team, and Ole Miss is traveling there. So this is a huge road game for them. I'm going to go Ole Miss. I think they get it back. I say they win this by 6. Give me Ole Miss winning that one. All right, number 1 team in the country, Alabama, taking on Vanderbilt at 4:15 p.m. Eastern on SEC Network. Alabama's a minus 23 point favorite. They're coming off a big win against Alabama, but not against Georgia, but not so fast. They're playing Vanderbilt. Now, this could be scripted. This could be an upset alert. I don't think so. I think they hang it. I think Vanderbilt's going to keep it close. But Alabama's defense and offense, they're good. Their defense is too good for this Vanderbilt offense. But that offense is so good. So give me Alabama. I give them the win against Vanderbilt by 25. Clemson taking on FSU, a 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Clemson is a 14.5 favorite. Of course, Clemson's coming off a good win, so congrats to them. While FSU is 1-4, and now the pressure comes to Mike Norwell and this Florida State team they're now going with Brock Glenn as the starting quarterback for this week, while DJ Ungalua will be out in a few weeks with that thumb injury, so we'll see what happens there. Give me Clemson. I say Clemson wins it by 13. 4th ranked team in the country, Tennessee, taking on Arkansas, 7 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Tennessee is a minus 13.5, and the reason why is Arkansas is playing solid football during this season. Of course, they're coming off a disappointing loss to Texas A&M. But for Tennessee, they should be thanking Alabama to put themselves in the top 4. So, should be fun. I'm going to go Tennessee winning this. Give me them winning it by 16. 11th team in the country, USC, taking on Minnesota, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on BTN. USC is a 8.5 favorite. Give me the Trojans by 10. The Hurricanes of Miami travel across the country to take on Cal Golden Bears at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Miami is a minus 10.5. Now, this could be an upset again because Miami has to travel to the West Coast to take on Cal. Is that gonna be an upset? I'm going to go Miami winning it by 8. It's a real close game. It's a tough travel to Southern California. So give me Miami winning that one. All right, Texas Tech Red Raiders take on an Arizona team that are coming off an impressive win against Utah. 11 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Arizona is a minus 6.5 favorite. I'm going to go Arizona winning it by 4. I think the Red Raiders will keep it close, but again, this Wildcats team will find a way to win it. All right, here are the interesting games to watch, and this is a bunch of good games, so I'll try to do this quickly as possible. Boston College taking on Virginia on ACC Network, 12 p.m. Eastern. Virginia is favored by -1, and I'm going to go Boston College. I think this team is really that good with Bill O'Brien. Give me the Golden Eagles by 6. This is a must-win for UNC. The Pittsburgh Panthers travel to Chapel Hill to take on the Tar Heels. 12 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Pittsburgh is a -2.5. And this could make sense because, of course, all eyes on the Tar Heels head coach who could be done. Maybe this is going to be his final year as the Tar Heels head coach. While for Pittsburgh, this could be their advantage in this one. I'm going to take the I think I'm going to go, I'm sorry, not Pittsburgh. I'm going to take the Tar Heels. I think they need this win the most. Give me the must-win game. I'm going with the Tar Heels by 3. Purdue taking on Wisconsin, 12 p.m. Eastern on BTN. Wisconsin is a 13.5 favorite. And why I put this as an interesting game, because Purdue could keep it close against a Wisconsin team that is coming off an embarrassing loss to USC. So give me Wisconsin by 6 in this one. Wake Forest taking on NC State, 12 p.m. Eastern on DCW Network, which debuted NXT Wrestling. So shout out to NXT as they have debuted on October 1st for the CW. So that's awesome to see. That will be on Tuesday, so check those out. So back to this football. NC State is favored by -4. So this should be a good one. I'm going to go the Wolfpack in this one. I say they win this by 7. Yeah. East Carolina taking on Charlotte at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPNU. The Purple Pirates are favored by -8. Of course, Charlotte's coming off an impressive win against Rice. Will that keep it up? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go with East Carolina. I think the Purple Pirates hang on. I say they win this by 5. Virginia Tech taking on Stanford at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on ACC Network. Virginia Tech is a -8-point favorite. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech. I think they win this. Give me them winning it by 4. Undefeated Rutgers taking on the 4-1 Nebraska Cornhuskers at 4 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Nebraska is a -6.5 favorite. Okay, now you're going to play against a Rutgers team that is undefeated. So that's interesting to watch. I'm going to go with Nebraska. I think Dylan Raiola, he's been probably second best freshman, maybe third behind Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith, who those freshmen are killing this season. I think he gets a big game. I'm going to go Nebraska winning it by 5. West Virginia taking on Oklahoma State, 4 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. The Cowboys are favored by -3, and this is a must-win for the Cowboys. They don't want to fall to the Mountaineers, and I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Give me them winning it by 4. Baylor taking on Iowa State, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Iowa State is a -13.5 favorite. I'm going to go with the Cyclones. Give me the Cyclones by 10. UCF taking on Florida Gators, 7:45 p.m. Eastern on SEC Network. UCF is favored by -2.5. So UCF is coming off a loss to Colorado. Florida, on the other hand, still questions on that offense, still questions on the head coach. So there's still questions over there. So I'm going to go with UCF. They win this by 10. Duke taking on Georgia Tech, 8 p.m. Eastern on ACC Network. Georgia Tech is a 9.5 favorite. I think Duke, after their win against UNC, I think this is a trap game. So give me Georgia Tech and an impressive win. They win this by 9. All right, keep going. 23rd team in the country, Indiana, taking on Northwestern. This is another game. I forgot about that. 3:30 p.m. Eastern on BTN. The Hoosiers are 13.5 favorite. I'm going to go with the Hoosiers. They win this by 16. And then finally, The Jayhawks take on the Arizona State Sun Devils, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Arizona State is a -2.5. Kansas needs this win the most, so give me Kansas by 4. All right, it is the game of the week, and this is the game I will be watching. The 10th ranked team in the country, Michigan, taking on Washington, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC. Washington is a 1.5 favorite. This is, of course, the rematch of the national championship, in which you know the rest of the story. Michigan, with that running game, won the game against Caleb DeBoer in Washington. But things have changed for both teams. New coaches, new quarterbacks, and it's a new era for these two. Let's start with Michigan. They changed in head coach with Sharon Moore coming in. Alex Orji comes in with some confidence after a 2-0 start as the starter. For Washington, is a tough road. After that loss to Rutgers, I do think this is a huge must-win for Washington because they still need to show they're the big threat in the Big Ten, and this is their opportunity in this one. And again, Jed Fish was in Jim Harbaugh's coaching staff in Michigan before he took head coaches like Arizona and then joining Washington. This is going to be a fun game. I picked Michigan to win a national championship, and this is a home crowd in Washington. Is this the letdown game for Michigan, or will it be Washington just being Washington from all the past years before Caleb DeBoer comes in? This is going to be a fun game. I'm excited to watch. Can Washington's defense stop the Michigan power running game? I don't think so. Give me the Michigan Wolverines, 23-26, Michigan on the road to a hostile environment in Washington. Give me Michigan to win the rematch of the college football national championship. That is it for today, folks. And again, if you want to see my last video, which was my NFL predictions, it's over here on the top of the screen. And if you want to see more of my videos coming out in my view of my channel, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.